tell me if you think this is true, that men don't have affairs just for sex, that men leave their wives because of the way the other woman makes them feel.
Oh, wow.
Well, do you agree with that or not?
I agree with that point.
Yeah. She makes you feel important. She makes you feel valued. She makes you feel heard. She makes you feel wanted. She makes you feel, important. In a provocative new book called The Script, the authors claim that there is a blueprint that most men follow when they cheat. Stephen, why don't you read it?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Men who cheat follow a script. It's the same word and actions every time among rich and poor, big city and small town, in most all ethnic groups, among the young, old, and middle-aged, with men from all kinds of backgrounds. It's exactly the same story. Unfaithful men all act alike, just like they were following a script. Every woman who experiences an unfaithful husband feels confused and baffled by his contradictory statement and behavior. She starts to believe that she really must be crazy, unappealing, selfish, and unloving, just as her husband says. It's all a part of the script.
All a part of the script. Do you think there is a script?
In a sense, that's true all the way. I mean, I think for every man.
Really?
Yeah, who's done it. Yeah.
Did all of you, when first confronted, did you all deny it?
Yeah, I would get an attitude. I would, it was almost to the fact, how dare you? You don't know for sure. How dare you confront me? How dare you snoop?
How dare you catch me?
And I was so, out of pocket with that. If you just look back on it, to my wife, she was just she just wanted to know. And I would really convince myself that you're against me, or you must be looking for something. You must don't want to be married. So I would build.
And how would you feel afterwards?
I would feel a little guilty, like, wow, I can't believe it.
A little guilty. How did you feel? You confessed after the other woman was going to tell her.
We were sitting on the bed, and I said, I got to tell you something. You may not be ready for this. And for the sake of confessing and getting it all out in the open and trying to move forward and beating this other woman to the punch and not letting
That's
her...
really why you were doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Had you broken up with the other woman?
Not entirely, no. I have an emotional attachment to this young lady, and I'm not the type of person that just, you're off, you're done.
Did she know you were going to tell your wife? She knew you were going to tell your wife?
Well, she was so excited about ruining this thing.
She knew you were going to tell your wife, so she thought you telling your wife would mean, now we can be together.
Now we can be together.
Okay. You then tell your wife, and what was her reaction?
I've never known that I could hurt someone that much in less than a minute. To this day, still, I remember that evening so clearly. I never knew I could hurt someone that much, and it pained me, because I'm looking, I'm like, wow, you love me that much? I didn't see it. I confessed because the other woman would have made contact with my wife eventually.
Okay.
She had basically given me an ultimatum just because the feelings had grown that strong. I cheated because there was a need to be fulfilled, and I needed a feeling fulfilled. But also, I was looking
not necessarily a sexual feeling.
No, not even a sexual. But I'm looking for confirmation. Am I with the right woman?
Yeah.
And and I'm asking myself, how can I be with my wife when this girl's available?
Yeah.
And she's everything. She's that friend. She knows the basketball games.
Yeah.
She's got a joke in her pocket, and she's cool like that.
Was your wife doing that with you in the beginning?
Oh, yeah.
Before you married her?
Yeah, and then
life takes its course.
But life takes its course.
That's what happens. You meet, you go through the, hey, you're cute, whatever, you know what I mean? Then you got to work, you got to pay bills, you got kids, you got to pick them up from the daycare. That new girlfriend don't have to do that. She ain't got to do nothing, but when you come over, she got on her lingerie, she got on whatever you want her to have, she's cooking your favorite meal, she's playing your sports, whatever you say you like, believe me, when you get there, she's going to be ready for you.
Did you confront the other woman?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I first found out, I was completely shocked. I felt I had been living the Cinderella life, and in one moment, my marriage was over.
Because you didn't sense anything.
I had no idea. I sensed nothing at all.
And he came to you and told you. Yeah.
It was a complete shock. And actually, it was like I was losing my sanity in that moment. And I remember even thinking about killing her, and then kind of coming to and going, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm even capable of having a thought like that, and immediately bringing it into check and actually having to work through and think about forgiving. And then I thought, it can't remain a mystery to me for the rest of my life what this woman is like, but I wanted to see what was this woman like that could come in after 18 years of marriage and steal the affections of my husband. And I was really quite amazed in that meeting with her. I mean, among other things, I was kind of like, her? I was expecting a sex goddess, and she wasn't what I had envisioned. So it was good for me to see that. And
yeah, actually, may I just stop here? I think that was one of the best points made of our conversation with the men, because everybody thinks it's going to be a sex goddess or it's somebody who's going to, you know, look better than me. And
it's funny she say that because she keeps saying her.
Yeah.
She mentioned one time him.
Yeah.
You know, and this is what a lot of women do who are married to men such as like what we've done. Not saying we're bad men, we just did a bad thing. They blame the woman more than they blame the man.
Yeah.
We manipulate the situation for her to blame the woman.
Yeah, I think Terrence's point is very well taken. It's your husband out cheating and you didn't go for him.
Yeah, you know what? I thought about that a lot, and I'm far enough now that I know the reason why is because I loved my husband.
Exactly.
So it was easy to direct all my anger and all my pain towards a stranger and an enemy that I didn't know, because I couldn't make the mental transition of seeing the man that I loved and adored as my enemy in a second. Just like
wow, that's really brilliant.